Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've reviewed a lot of these. Too many, probably. But trust me, this one stands out. It caught me off guard. In a good way. Before we get started, there's a special discount if you're interested. The link is in the description and also in the top comment. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer found their new mouse to be exceptionally lightweight yet sturdy, despite its all-plastic construction. All the buttons and the scroll wheel provide a satisfying, tactile feel, and our client absolutely loves the integrated thumb rest, noting it as a primary reason for choosing this particular device. What really sold this client, however, was the core feature of being able to use the mouse without installing any clunky proprietary software. The settings are saved directly on the peripheral, meaning it works perfectly with all its customizations the moment you plug it into any computer. For making adjustments, there's a handy web portal on the manufacturer's website that allows you to connect and configure the device. This approach is a huge advantage, especially for Linux users like our reviewer, who are often left without official software support from major brands. It's not all perfect, though. This client pointed out a few small frustrations with the customization options. The mouse is locked to 5 preset DPI stages, with no ability to disable unused ones or add more. Strangely, while you can assign a button to cycle through these DPI levels, you can't do the same for different user profiles. Furthermore, the web portal for customization seems to work only with Chromium-based browsers, leaving Firefox users out. Our reviewer also couldn't get the wireless configuration to work, having to connect the mouse with its cable to make any changes. For fellow Linux users, there's a small technical hurdle. Most distributions block the communication protocol needed by the web portal by default. A quick search for how to add a UDEV rule for this type of web-configured peripheral should solve the problem. Despite these minor issues, the reviewer is very satisfied overall and will be sticking with this mouse for the foreseeable future.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer stumbled upon this particular mouse almost by accident, having heard very little about its release. Our client was on a specific mission, to find a much lighter alternative to an older, heavier model they had grown accustomed to, seeking a very particular ergonomic shape. Despite the lack of widespread reviews, a positive past experience with one of the company's keyboards gave them the confidence to take a chance on it. The result was nothing short of astonishing. This client considers this mouse to be arguably the best value they have encountered in the last 5 years, a period during which they have tested nearly 30 different models. Every single aspect seemed to impress, from the satisfying feel and sound of the main switches to the ideal size and placement of the side buttons. The performance of the stock skates, the tactile feedback from the scroll wheel, and the thoughtful implementation of dedicated buttons for DPI and polling rate all contributed to an overwhelmingly positive first impression. The build quality also stands out, with a solid, flex-free shell and a coating that offers an excellent, secure grip. Our reviewer genuinely struggled to find any negative points, noting that the level of quality offered is almost unheard of for its cost bracket. Even after extensive long-term use, the initial praise holds true. The device has endured countless hours of daily work and intense, click-heavy gaming sessions without any signs of degradation. It performs just as well today as it did straight out of the box, solidifying the reviewer's belief that the company has produced a truly amazing piece of hardware that has inexplicably flown under the radar.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer wanted to share their thoughts on this mouse, which they find to be a pretty unique offering in the current market. Our reviewer points out that it's difficult to find a mouse that successfully balances ergonomics with the lightweight design needed for fast-paced games, particularly FPS titles. Most ergonomic options tend to be on the heavier side, while lightweight gaming mice often lack extra programmable buttons. This mouse, however, seems to have struck a decent balance. It's lightweight, has a responsive sensor with good latency, and offers a comfortable ergonomic shape suitable for both palm and fingertip grips, plus it boasts an additional programmable button. The client believes this makes it ideal for users who want a game, especially in FPS games, but also want a mouse that can handle some productivity tasks. They acknowledge that there are mice that excel more specifically in either gaming or productivity, but this one aims for versatility. One piece of advice from this client: skip the 8K polling rate and stick with 1K, as they feel it's more than sufficient. As for downsides, the reviewer mentions that the material quality feels a bit cheap, and they personally aren't fans of the Huano switches, finding them harder to click, although they do concede that these switches are known for their reliability. On the positive side, the scroll wheel and side buttons feel great and are easy to use. Just be aware that the switches are on the louder side if noise is a concern for you.
That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.